This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome to the show. Today, I am delighted to welcome a guest whose work has touched millions of viewers all around the world. Liz Tabish is the actress who portrays Mary Magdalene in the global phenomenon, The Chosen. Her portrayal of one of the Bible's most beloved and complex women has resonated deeply with audiences because of its authenticity, her vulnerability, and hope, too. Before joining The Chosen, Liz worked in independent film and television, but her role as Mary Magdalene has become one of the most recognizable performances in faith-based entertainment today. Now, through Mary's journey of brokenness, redemption, faith, and devotion to Jesus, Liz has helped bring Scripture to life for a generation of viewers. Liz, it is a delight to welcome you to the Ann Harder Show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So where are you right now?
Right now, I am in Utah.
Okay.
I'm here for a couple weeks. We're filming a portion of season 7, which is our final season. And we'll be filming through, I believe, September. And then that'll be our last season.
And then you'll be filming in Texas, right?
Yes. So after Utah, I think Utah's throughout June, and then we go back to our set in Midlothian, Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For those who know you as Mary Magdalene, but may not know your personal story, so tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you into acting.
Yeah, well, I've always liked acting since I was a kid. I was really shy, very quiet, but anytime we would have a school play, I would jump at the chance to be in it. I don't know why. I just really loved playing different characters and having different experiences and sort of exploring human psychology through characters and through storytelling. So it was kind of an interesting mix of personality and also a desire to explore. And so I would do community theater and school theater growing up. And then in college, I got my undergrad in film studies because I would really wanted to go into filmmaking, but there was no program at the school. I went to Oklahoma State University. And then I got my master's in theater. And so I sort of combined a few things that I loved and ended up teaching myself how to edit and how to do filmmaking. And then also explored some really wonderful shows and theater productions at OSU. And then after I graduated, I moved to Austin, Texas. And I worked for about 8-9 years. I got an agent and worked primarily in commercial and indie film, short films and projects. And then I'd have like a guest star role in a TV show here and there. But it was sort of just an ongoing struggle and hustle to make ends meet. The life of an actor is not always glamorous. It's sort of a constant sense of, there's an unstable element to it because you really don't know if you're going to be able to pay your rent. And some months you're booking constantly. So it's just like, it's a very unusual career to go into. But I loved it so much. And while I was in Austin, one of the things that was sort of a struggle for me was the types of female characters that I was auditioning for. I felt like they weren't fully representative of my experience as a woman. They weren't as sort of complex or psychologically honest or authentic or interesting. And so a few years into being in Austin, I started making my own projects and writing, directing, and editing a number of shorts. I think up to like, I don't know, 15 or 16 projects that I wanted to explore female characters in different genres and different narratives that me and my friends would all create together. It was a really wonderful experience. And then my friend and I, Giselle de la Rosa, also started the Austin Art House Film Festival, which turned into the Art House Film Festival. We had that for about 6 years, and it was a way to celebrate independent filmmaking and really champion unique voices and unusual styles of filmmaking. And yeah, so I did that for some time in Austin, and then really got to a point where I couldn't make rent anymore. And I realized I needed to maybe take a break from acting and shift gears. And that's when I told my agent to stop submitting me. And he submitted me to this project called The Chosen anyway. But when I got the scripts for the audition, I fell in love with the character. It was so beautifully written. The first episode is about Mary Magdalene and her struggles before she even meets Jesus. And I related to it a lot. And I loved that it was a very richly written, psychologically complex and in-depth character. And then I booked it, and it's been The Chosen ever since. So the last, I think, like 7 years we've been doing, from season 1, where we didn't even know if we could finish the season. We just did the first 4 episodes at first. It was crowdfunded. We were always sort of waiting to see if we could continue. To get here now in season 7, finishing the story is such a wonderful surprise and really exciting to be there from the beginning and to get to complete it.
Well, we're excited to welcome you to Waco, the Waco Indie Film Festival. You talked about your work in independent films. But this coming July, when you will be here for the Waco Indie Film Festival. In fact, I understand you're going to be showing one of your favorite episodes of The Chosen and then talking with the crowd. But this is not your first trip here, right, to the Waco Indie?
Correct. Yeah. So my first experience was when it was called Deep in the Heart Film Festival.
Right.
And that was with a short film that I edited called Remember Me. The director was Birgit Schrader. And that was a wonderful experience. I really loved getting to meet everyone, and the theater was gorgeous. It was a really lovely time. And then the second time I was involved with the festival was when my short film Mother's Day was accepted, and I believe that was in 2020. So it was COVID time. So I think I wasn't able to attend. It might have still been a live show. I don't remember, but I think my schedule was bad. And we won the Best Cinematography Award.
Wow.
Thanks to our amazing DP, James Burniston. And so that was a real treat and a real nice experience to be a part of it then. So then I didn't realize that the name changed. So I was like, where has this festival gone? And I finally realized it changed names and has grown so wonderfully, and it's really exciting to be a part of.
It is remarkable how it's grown and how popular it is. Let's talk a little bit, though, about your character of Mary Magdalene, one of the most beloved characters on the show. But what drew you to her story?
I mean, there are so many elements of her story and her character that I just adore. The first thing that drew me to her when I auditioned for her was how raw and vulnerable and real and relatable she was. We meet her before she meets Jesus, and she's struggling with addiction. She's struggling with PTSD from an assault. She's struggling with suicidal ideation and depression. And at that time, I was kind of going through my own depression and really related to a lot of these struggles. And I had never really seen a character written like that. And the fact that it was also Mary Magdalene was kind of a surprise, that there's this story based on the Bible, and you just really don't see that. Very honest depiction of a woman going through the after effects of such trauma. And so I appreciated that. And then I've also just loved how over the course of these seasons, her healing journey is not just this black and white thing, this before and after experience. We see her um, kind of backslide during season 2. We see her kind of return to old habits, and we see her coming back to her senses. We see her struggling with guilt from her past or fears from her past, and then also like this very gradual and realistic depiction of starting to trust again and love and take care of the people around her. And there's, I think, a really beautiful wisdom that she's had over these seasons that comes from her difficult past, from her pain. And I think that there's something really beautiful in that, that this person who from the outside might look like she's been broken, all of those things that have tried to break her are actually part of her, superpowers now. She can recognize when other people are going through pain. She can recognize when other people are needing love and compassion. And it's because she also went through that. So I think that there's a lot of wisdom in her. There's a lot of things that I've learned from her, through her. And then of course we're filming season 7 now, which is the portion of the story that is the resurrection.
Yeah.
And so it's really beautiful to see that this sort of devotion to Jesus and to something beyond her, and this love in her and in him, brings her to such a pivotal moment in history.
You've said before you took the role that you discovered there were many misconceptions about Mary Magdalene. What surprised you the most in portraying her for now these many seasons?
Well, I mean, I think there's been a lot of fan fiction, which which I think this show sort of is too in a lot of ways. What we have in the Bible is it's sort of limited in describing what happens, but the moments that include her are really pivotal moments in Jesus's story. And so I think because of that, there are so many opportunities for people to fill in the blanks and to try to make sense of who this person was, where she came from, how she got here. And the fact that she's the first person to see Jesus resurrected creates, I think, a real mystique and mystery around her. She must have been so important to him for him to come to her. And like, there's just so much. It's such a loaded dynamic and moment in the story. So I think it's really common for people to sort of, fill in the blanks and try to make sense of all of that. Whenever I am unsure of the direction to take the character, or worried if even the show is getting it right, there's really no way we can know what exactly happened. And so I often just rely on the heart, and she does so much based on her heart in this story. And I think also historically and in the Gospels, it is about love. And so returning to that place of love, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah, fans have told you that they do see themselves in Mary's struggles and her victories. Are there any of those stories that maybe stick with you and kind of rise to the top?
There have been so many, and it's a little uncanny because many of the stories, and I don't think this is a bad thing, but like, I think many of the stories are very similar. And it's people who have, primarily women who have reached out, who have said they've gone through trauma from sexual assault or abuses, or just trauma that took on the shame and guilt and fear from those experiences and sort of lived with that. And through the story and through seeing themselves in Mary Magdalene, can see that that's not something that needs to define them, and that they are something beyond that. And there's a life for them that isn't centered on that. And if anything, it can inform them of how to protect themselves and protect others, and find trust and love again. And so that's been primarily the type of story that I've received. And it is also a very familiar story to me. And so in those people, in the experience of hearing those stories from people, I have felt less alone in those experiences. And you start realizing this is not an uncommon experience for women. And it's also really important to talk about it and share with each other as women in safe ways. Um, so you don't feel like you're the only one that has gone through it, and that there's a really supportive community for you, and it's not your fault.
Waco celebrates America's 250th anniversary party on July 3rd. Join us for live music all night, amazing food, drinks, spirits, vendors, and incredible art. Grab your lawn chair, bring your friends, and bring your holiday appetite. This patriotic celebration is where the party starts. Fun, flavor, music, and festival vibes all in one place. Don't miss this. We'll see you at the Art Center on July 3rd. Go to artcenterwaco.org and then events.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $13,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $13,000 off a new Ram 2500 Laramie Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. I said I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Kate is a love song that's been playing in my head for so long. Falls in love with a boy that sings, even though she wears a ring. It was love at first sight, and they fell into the night. Whether or not it's right or wrong, he still sends her home with a smile. 'Cause Kate, she's a love song written on their walls for a while. It doesn't matter whose hearts they break, they're gonna love each other anyway. He makes her feel wild and free. She still gives him butterflies, and he gives her a damn good reason to leave. Whether or not it's right or wrong, he always sends her home with a smile. 'Cause Kate, she's a love song. It's been written on their walls for a while. Kate is a love song that's been playing in his head for so long. Wake up, what you sleeping for? A wasted day is a sin. Come on, put your best dress on. Bonnie and Clyde rise again. And we let our hair fly, scream our names. Whole world is ours, so we stake our claim. Never seen Seattle in the pouring rain, baby. Anywhere with you is anywhere that I'll be. No worries now, there will be none left. You and me, girl, on a sweet sunset. No interruptions, no reason to care. You and me, girl, on the beach somewhere, and we let our hair fly, scream our names. Whole world is ours, so we stake our claim. Never seen Seattle in the pouring rain, baby. Anywhere with you is anywhere that I'll be. When you kiss goodbye and party, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. Through the ages I remember blue eyes crying in the rain. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. And don't let them pick guitars and drive the boat trucks. Let them meet doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. They'll always be gone and never home. Keep on with someone you love.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
Well, The Chosen does portray these biblical figures as people with fears and doubts and strong emotions. Why do you think that approach has resonated so deeply with the audience?
I think sometimes stories that are based on the Gospels or the Bible, Old Testament as well, can almost be, and maybe it's because of the type of language, can almost be Shakespearean and almost theatrical in a way that it is very stoic and maybe a little emotionally removed. And I think The Chosen has done a beautiful job in getting down in the dirt and showing that these are people just like you and me who struggle with similar experiences in this modern life. And to be able to portray the disciples and the female followers and the Romans and the Pharisees as not much has changed in 2,000 years. These are still similar characters to today. I think people are able to see themselves in these characters and learn from these stories how to enact the Beatitudes, how to bring Jesus's teachings and message into their own lives, how to love each other, how to forgive your enemy, how to bring peace to situations. And I think that's a very unique and modern approach, but I think it's been appreciated by so many.
Well, and you've said that portraying Mary has affected and influenced your own faith journey. So how has playing this role affected you personally?
Well, it's actually really inspired me to return to Jesus's message and return to what Jesus taught. I've not had the best experiences with organized religion and churches. There are a lot of people I know that haven't had wonderful experiences. And I think that part of that type of experience can really turn people away from Christianity as a whole. If these are the types of people that go to church and are so judgmental or cruel or dismissive, then why would I want to also be like them? So I think that the mistake is assuming that those are the representations of Christianity when it's about what Jesus taught and going straight to those teachings and those messages and bringing them into your life. And sometimes it's a very slow, gradual process to choose love over hatred, to choose forgiveness over um, retribution, and to bring those messages and those lessons into your own heart and live it instead of I don't know, instead of let someone interpret it for you. I think it's become more of a personal experience for me and a more living experience for me, that is much more um, sort of mystical and unusual and surprising than I've ever thought it would be. And it's been really, it has been life changing. It really has. But it's also not something that I could just tell someone, oh, you just go do this and there you go. Like I'm still in the process of learning. We all are. We're all on this journey, um, and I think it's just a little bit more uh, complicated and unusual, and also more beautiful than I imagined.
That's wonderful to hear. Some of the most moving scenes, of course, that you have are with Jesus, your interactions with Jesus. What has it been like working alongside Jonathan Rumi and helping to bring these moments to life?
He really gets into character when we're on set. He does. I remember in season 1 of just like feeling this really like he looks like him, and he um has an intensity like him, and there's it's been really wonderful to start this whole project together in that first episode. And then over the course of these seasons, I've seen him take on so much pressure and weight of carrying this role. And, he has these long pieces of dialogue and monologues of preaching. And of course, we just shot this crucifixion last year. And I think that was really hard on him. He's mentioned it before, of the physical and emotional and spiritual turmoil that he was in the whole time, and it's just it's always wonderful to see him smile and laugh and know that he's going to be okay. But I think he's taken this role very seriously, and yeah, a lot of my favorite scenes are with him as well. Um, I think the relationship between Jesus and Mary Magdalene is a really beautiful one, and I'm glad that the show kind of begins with it and is sort of ending with it as well.
Yes, I saw a documentary on Jonathan's life, and he just seems like such a real, wonderful, warm person who recognizes the importance of this role that he has, and talks about walking through the airport and people say Jesus and running, and he just gives him a hug. Anyway, he just seems like a delightful person.
He's got a really wonderful sense of humor too. He can crack us all up. Yeah, all of the
I'll
time.
bet that's true. Well, fans do come from all denominations and walks of life, and people who wouldn't even describe themselves necessarily as religious. Why do you think the series appeals to such a broad audience?
Because I don't think it is religious. I don't think the show is about religion.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it's about Jesus challenging religion. I think this show is about bringing his message into a living existence and seeing how it changes these characters that surround him, and what that did to a political structure and a religious structure with the Pharisees and the Romans, and how revolutionary he was, and at the same time how personal he was to the people that interacted with him, the people that he healed, the people that he I mean, resurrected. There are so many incredible elements of this story that I think there's something for everyone. And I also appreciate how much they've given uh, thought and care into making these really relatable and realistic people. And these multiple female followers that they've created backstories for, and um, there's just I don't think there's any moment where it feels um, like formulaic. It really feels like this is a story about people, and it is also a story about this pivotal moment of history where Jesus came, taught, healed, died, and was resurrected. And so these very extraordinary elements are mixed with very humble and realistic and human moments. And I think that's really refreshing.
Is there a particular scene or an episode that you found to be particularly challenging to film?
Oh, there have been a number that have been that I remember being like, I don't know how to prepare for this. I'd say honestly, most of season 6, which is the crucifixion.
Yeah, I'll
It
bet.
was we shot some of that in Italy, which was beautiful and wonderful, but we had very limited time, and it was a little bit of a struggle sometimes because Jonathan had like body prosthetics that took a long time to get into and then out of. And sometimes the gals and John would have to sort of work with a stand-in, in a wig or a piece of tape, and react to a Jesus that wasn't really there. And that was sometimes a real struggle because you're used to typically on most days we're all completely there for each other's coverage and really present and really supportive. And so that was probably one of the hardest things, was to get to that level of emotion and sometimes hysteria, with not a lot of lead up to it. It's not theater. You don't get to begin the story and go up to these peaks and then naturally come down. It's this short section, 5 seconds of crying very specifically about this moment. And then you have to do that about 3 or 4 times, sometimes more. And it's just these sort of mini loops of intense emotion all day. So it was, a struggle sometimes. And at this point, it's just, the editor's problem.
I have to pick
So,
from the different shots. Which one do you want? Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So, so you are having to prepare emotionally for these scenes that you're in. How emotional is it going to be to wrap the whole thing up?
I don't really let myself think about that too much.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for, I mean, what is it, 8 years, 7, 8 years? It's been almost a decade.
Yeah.
I love this character so much, and I've learned so much from her, um, and I'm so grateful for all of it. Uh, but I also am just really thrilled that we are able to complete the story. We're able to get to season 7 and complete it. So there's, I think, gratitude more than anything. And yeah, I cry a lot on set, and I always thought I'd go into comedy. So it's been a little hard sometimes. I'm not complaining. I love this job, but like there are moments where I'm like, I don't want to go to work because I don't want to cry today. So kind of looking forward to not having to do that, but I know I'll miss it when it's over. I know I will.
How did you come upon the speech pattern and sort of accent that you have?
Yeah, like the dialect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was kind of, we started this show, so there wasn't like a standard to meet. Um, so just from the audition, I just brought in what I sort of knew would sort of be a Middle Eastern accent. My great grandmother had a really beautiful accent. She lived in Tehran for a really long time, but also had a slight Italian background and some French. And like she had a very unique accent.
Yeah.
And so it was the one that I would always practice with when I was growing up and getting into acting. And so it was just a very, like, I think, general European / Middle Eastern accent, which is kind of all over the place. And then I think we just, I just found one and I just sort of stuck with it. They recommended Jonathan's accent as the standard when they like sent clips before I auditioned. But of course, that's not saying men and women speak vastly differently, but it was definitely like, well, that's also his character. So I wanted to find my own in a way, and I took a lot of that from my great grandmother.
I love that story. Well, if Mary Magdalene could speak to people today, what do you think she would want them to understand about faith and hope and grace?
I mean, I think it's in her gospel. I know it's not a recognized text in the Bible, but there is the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, which historically people recognize as a real text, an authentic text. And I've read it and I really love it. And I think that there is something beautiful in it that might not be in the other Gospels, which is, and maybe it is, and maybe it's just not focused on, I'm not sure, but the connection is direct from us to God to us. The connection is direct. It's in us. And the need for someone else to interpret that for you is not necessary. God's in you and you know what that is, and you know that love. And you know how to use that in this world, and we need to use it more in this world. To extend that love, not just to others, but also to yourself, and to take a little bit more authority in creating the world that we live in. Because if we don't, then it will be created by maybe those who don't have love at the forefront of their priorities. And so if you have that love as the forefront in your priorities, there's a little bit of a responsibility to bring it forth and to live it and to share it. So that's what I've learned from her, from the text, but also from this role and from this experience.
Beautifully said. Well, I like to end these little visits with it's a questionnaire that the late great James Lipton would use on Inside the Actor Studio. This is my kind of take on it. So I'm going to ask you, Liz, what is your favorite word?
Oh, gentle.
I love that. Do you have a least favorite word?
Mockery.
That's good. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Some strange combination of humor and love.
Okay.
Something that sort of tickles me and also makes me feel excited and joyful. Yeah.
Then conversely, what turns you off creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Oh, control. Anytime someone's trying to control me or others is upsetting and kind of shuts me down.
What is your favorite sound?
Oh, I think ocean waves.
I hear that a lot.
Puts me to sleep at least.
Yeah.
Also, I think kittens meowing just like brings me so much joy.
Okay, I like that. I think that's the first time I've ever heard that, and I've asked this of hundreds of people. What is your least favorite sound then?
Oh, screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you told me about your journey as an actor. Was there a job or something you thought I might like to try that? I mean, you said you did pivot at one time and thought, I need to do something different. Was there something else you thought you might like to do?
I've done it before and I want to do it again because I love it so much, and it's directing. I love directing. I feel most myself when I'm directing. I haven't had time to do it because when I do, it takes up my whole life and time and focus. But I'm very excited to get back into it.
Mm-hmm. Do you have some projects lined up now?
Yeah, my husband and I wrote a script together. We've got some producers in Austin that we're just beginning the process. We've got a pitch deck being developed, and we're very, very excited about it. And it'll be, I think, really fun and funny, and I think it's a good story.
Oh, we'll look forward to that. Is there a job, Liz, that no, I don't want to do that. Somebody else can do that. No, thanks.
I think there are a lot of jobs I'm not good at. I remember, I remember waitressing and really wanting to be good at it, but I was like, I did not have any stamina or strength or memory for it. I would always forget things and I'd get flustered, and I'm also kind of shy. So I was always nervous about going up to the tables. It was just not for me.
Okay. Somebody else
tried
can do
it.
that.
I really wanted to be
Somebody else can do that. Well, then one last question. When you arrive at the pearly gates, what do you want to hear the Lord say to you?
Hi again.
I love it.
Some sense of familiarity,
Yeah. Well,
we all know each other.
We are delighted here in Waco to say hi again to you when you come back for the Waco Indie Film Fest. You've been here a couple of times before when it was called something else, but this wonderful film festival is welcoming you with open arms, and you'll be picking one of your favorite episodes to show as our kind of our featured thing, and then talk with the crowd. So we'll look forward to that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. And I look forward to meeting you in person.
Absolutely. Same here.
All right. Have a blessed day.
You too. Bye.
Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
An online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
It's our declaration of deals, and savings are moving fast at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Get a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport for just $32,990. Or take $10,000 off a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit. Or qualified buyers can get 0% APR for 36 months and no payments for 90 days. Don't stand still. Drive today. Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
Waco celebrates America's 250th anniversary party on July 3rd. Join us for live music all night, amazing food, drinks, spirits, vendors, and incredible art. Grab your lawn chair, bring your friends, and bring your holiday appetite. This patriotic celebration is where the party starts. Fun, flavor, music, and festival vibes all in one place. Don't miss this. We'll see you at the Art Center on July 3rd. Go to artcenterwaco.org and then events.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.